You're sick.
I'm not going to speak unless you be quiet.
You're sick.
Skid Row is the largest concentration of street-dwelling homeless in the country. And it's here in Los Angeles.
That's not here.
That, to me, is a remarkable indication of what happens when we don't solve a problem and we push people out of our local communities. What we have created, unintentionally, I believe, is that when people become homeless in Los Angeles, they not only lose their home, they lose their community. And solving it within the local community is going to be our solution. And it's happening all over Los Angeles. We have a greater connection now with almost any community around Los Angeles County than we've ever had. We have a focus by the federal government and a commitment that we're going to end chronic homelessness in 5 years, we're going to end veteran homelessness in 5 years, and we're going to end family and youth homelessness in 10 years. We're not going to
That's real good, sir.
Show that respect.
Come on.
folks.
Be respectful, though. Huh?
Everybody's going to have a chance to speak. We've got to be respectful for this process. Some of us would like to hear what they have to say. I have speaker cards.
The focus we want to talk about is creating solutions to homelessness.
How many homeless people are on this panel?
Thank you.
Creating this program is going to allow us to connect folks in meaningful ways so that we can actually solve the problem rather than shuffle them from community to community. Connecting people with a safe place for the night, with a case manager that then connects them to mainstream benefits, again, the Veterans Administration, the Department of Public Social Services, the Department of Mental Health, the Department of Health Services, and permanent and affordable housing developers is going to solve our problem over the long term. That is what Vehicles to Homes is all about. Now, we don't have a lot of granularity about it, but what we can tell you is that there's going to be community involvement to select parking lots. You know, the whole issue here is that there's a balance between getting the program up and running and trying to respect everyone who's involved in the program. And again, I think it's important to understand that this is all about respect. It's about respect for all of us who live in our communities. And that includes folks who are homeless. That includes the residents. That includes the renters. And this program is really built on that. And we expect participants in the program to respect the community just as we expect folks in the community to respect those who participate in the program. So, we'll get to questions. So, again, we're in the process of procuring a outreach-based organization that is going to be going out and doing assessments of everybody who's living in their vehicles. Those assessments will be used to identify those who are willing and agreeable to participating in the program. And on a parallel path, we'll be creating parking lots that will have facilities and a safe place for folks to spend. And then as the program grows, we hope to get a lot of the folks who are currently living in RVs in front of their houses who are homeless into these spots, connected with services, and ultimately back into permanent, stable housing. So that's...
Yes, thank you, Jesus.
You know what, folks? It's not easy for any of us who are dealing with this issue. We in the government of Los Angeles are putting our foot forward on both the positive side and also in the reality of law enforcement when somebody violates the law. I don't want to see anybody abused by anybody else, period.
Thank you.
Period. Period. You know, and those who abuse, we want to take care of that issue with incarceration and other issues that one can use. Those who want help, we want to help them. But I'll also say this, look, I'm an old social worker, I know a lot about homelessness all my life. Some of the folks have drug and alcohol and psychiatric issues. They do.
And the weak homeless
And
will
in
believe
those issues, whatever the story is, the reality is that people have issues, and these issues have to be dealt with. We will deal with it from a policing standpoint, if that's all we can do, or if the person is willing to have a hand and work with us, we'll deal with them with a socially conscious plan. Both happen, both will be successful. And now, at this point, I'm more than happy to take questions that I have had cards filled out. And I will just say anecdotally that last night I was in Westchester, and in Westchester, a group of people there have decided to provide some leadership. And I'd like just Booker Pearson just to get up for a quick second. Just come over here. You know why I'm going to do this. Because you know, we all need to be inspired. We need to realize that within our soul and within our being, we can work with one another and we can find ways. And if people don't want to be worked with, what do you think our jails are for? What do you Obviously, we don't want to put people in jail. It costs more money in the incarceration.
Get out of here.
Don't remind anybody of anything. I just want you to know that everybody has rights, and we need to respect everybody. Okay.
Respect who? You don't respect me. I'm a veteran. Don't tell me to shut up, man. You shut up. I'm a veteran. Don't tell me to shut up.
Spend a week on 3rd Street and we'll believe you.
Quiet down!
I'll tell you a quick story about Eugene Oregon. It's supposed to be the best run, the most fabulous safe parking lot in the United States. Nobody really got up there. I was able to spend the whole day with them. It's a triple win. The police love it, the fire department loves it, the city fathers and mothers love it, the population loves it, and the homeless children and women and individuals that they serve love it. So the police department is on record of saving $300,000 every year because they use a social service agent, just like Bill and Mike Arnold and Mike Bonin are talking about. And this thing